Nice. Oh, we're already live?
We're already live. The last
Okay,
15
nice.
seconds.
Well, good morning, Taden.
Good morning, Tyrell.
Good morning, everyone. So, yeah.
We're back on here for our third episode, I guess.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I wrote some stuff down. I was just trying to like watch what we were doing yesterday and like pinpointing on what we were doing because we have a whole topic here, so yeah, we have some stuff to actually
Talk
pick off
about,
of.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Frazier was talking to us this morning here. So he was talking about I don't know, you wanted to jump right into it or
Yeah, I guess we coming up with like some hypotheticals on like
yeah.
community development and stuff like that. I guess he kind of had the idea if just hypotheticals like that if money wasn't an issue and like
Yeah.
what we thought could be due to like better the community and stuff like that. So
Mhm. Yeah, so I don't know. He was I didn't know exactly what he was talking about. So when he said just ask what is community development to you?
yeah,
So I need to come up with some stuff because like I don't know when I was younger, going to the youth center.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just like thinking what if they had better stuff here? Like what would make it much more better for my friends and myself, what would like I don't know, we talk about that whenever we go to the youth center or else anything that's happening within the community. We were wishing that there was like a lot more stuff for us
yeah.
to get involved with. So, yeah, so like what is it to you exactly? Like what is community development to you? So, if you didn't have enough or if money wasn't an issue, what exactly?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when I personally what I think of
Yeah.
community development, we were talking about this at like a couple minutes ago. Like I automatically think like hockey, I guess.
Yeah.
And one of my ideas was that starting like a hockey academy here in the community and stuff like that. Like just at the going connected with the school and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like kids can join. Like let's say they an hour, like because I went to school in Lloyd and
Yeah.
they have a hockey academy there, and I was like thinking basing it off that pretty
Yeah.
much. So like we would go skate like 3 times a week for an hour during school, like end of school and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
the other 2 days we go and like do random dryland stuff, ranging from like just doing like something in the field house, doing like hot yoga or like
Yeah.
CrossFit and all that stuff like that.
So
Wh-
definitely.
Yeah, and like that's like one of the main things that I think of is like hockey development because like since we're such a big hockey community,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
and if money wasn't an issue and stuff like that, I guess we could build like accommodate all the stuff for that program, like building the field house and
Yeah.
all the CrossFit and all the training stuff, and maybe even upgrading like the arena and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and like accommodating the schools as well. And I feel like it would just entice more kids to go to school if they really enjoy playing hockey and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I kind of see that. Like, I wish that they actually did. Like, if money wasn't an issue, if they did have that when I was growing up, I definitely would have been a hockey player now
yeah,
because, like, I didn't have. I guess they'd always have hand-me-down skates at the arena whenever
yeah,
they'd go to like gym class and like they'd take us to the arena and like I don't know, I'd be hanging on the boards. So if I actually had like actual like a academy, helping me out, giving me that confidence and like giving me the dry land exercises so that my ankles are much more sturdy and stuff. So I feel like that will really help me out. And also like the other kids there, if they would want to, like you said, are thinking of doing it.
yeah,
So that will give them a chance to do that as well. So yeah, that's
yeah,
really I think that is would be like a community development
yeah,
project that would be nice. Yeah, and it's also nice seeing that like the new high school,
yeah.
Masqua, right? Am I saying that right? Mas
Uh,
Sigas. No,
Siga Scooch,
yeah, I
yeah, I
think
think
that's what it
so.
is. Sigaskucha. But yeah, I see that they have like a weight room there.
Yeah,
So that's something I was really excited for to like be able to utilize that. And
yeah,
like I've only went there once, but like I'm not sure if they're still doing gym nights or whatever.
yeah,
If they are doing that, yeah, I that's one of the first steps I feel like they are taking to add that because I'm pretty sure they are adding not an aquarium, what the an aquatic house, like
yeah,
a
yeah,
pool house. So that's something that I would really like look forward to because like we're a really active community,
yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
like.
Yeah, and that's like another thing like we build on. It doesn't even have to be just hockey. Like I
Yeah.
feel like we can build a pretty strong, if money was an issue, you can build like a really big athletics department, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Like I know you said basketball like yesterday. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's also true. Like we're also a pretty big basketball community. We can build on that. Play different sports, soccer and all that other
Exactly.
stuff,
Yeah.
baseball, like golf and all that stuff.
hmm
So
I was kind of jealous that I'm not sure if there was any reses that had a football team, but like when I was
yeah,
younger, I've always wanted to try football as well, and like they didn't have that here, and lacrosse too. Like
yeah,
you were playing lacrosse there, so like that'd be something nice for them to also
incorporate,
incorporate.
yeah.
Yeah, jinx. So it just took the words right out of my mouth.
But yeah, like honestly, I think the football idea is actually really cool because I guess there's like never really been like a football team here.
Yeah.
And that's like really interesting actually. So I feel like a lot of people would actually just get right into that honestly. Like it seems really fun.
Yeah, like, you mentioned, soccer as well. I know that there's a bunch of, people out there that enjoy soccer and,
Yeah.
like, if they had, I guess, the right facilities for it or right, I guess, funding, I guess, for
Yeah.
it to really bring out kids out to play and practice and everything and really make it engageful and much more exciting to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something I would really love to see in the community. Yeah. For me, I guess when I was younger, I'd always wanted to be like I said, I'm big a movie fanatic. So
Yeah.
like if they had a program, I know that they just put in a what is that? An auditorium
Yeah.
in the new school.
Yeah.
So when they had that, I'd definitely utilize that. And like the teachers there, they wanted to do like theaters, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it was I think recreation actually did bring in some actors or some theater people, and they were doing like a little workshop. So like stuff like that, like even workshops,
Yeah.
like I guess coding. I know that there's some kids out there that's like us. Like I don't know, I was wanting to do coding, so like computers, like all of that, like
Yeah.
technologies and everything, so like I kudos to you for actually like going through with that, like you actually pushed through, and like Lloydminster was like giving you the I guess tools
Yeah.
and like the experience to do all of that, and like that's amazing how you're following through that. Sorry, I just need to clear my throat. Too much coffee. I had like 3 cups of coffee already, so I need to cut that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else do we have here? So yeah, I don't know. Yesterday we were talking about identity, humor, and holistic health. So pretty much like how we were talking about running.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about like what could we talk about today, and Fraser actually gave us some topics, and I thought like maybe mental health would be some. Oh, geez, just a freaking Febreze bottle here. Mental health, like my brother, I want to bring him on. He experiences anxiety a
Mhm.
lot, especially being out in public, and I feel like that's slowly growing in on me. And I only had like anxiety once, and that was by myself,
Yeah.
which was really, really trippy because I never thought that would happen to me. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like I have a decent amount of anxiety. Like over the past school year, I had like a couple, like two or maybe even three panic attacks.
Oh,
Just
really?
just because of I think stress and all that stuff for
Yeah.
school and like all the sports I played as well. I think that kind of like had something to do with it. So like
Yeah, so like what exactly like a panic attack? I'm not sure. I've only experienced it once. So like for me, I just only been able to what's up? Her jacket. You want me to get her jacket?
no, I think she's grabbing something. So.
Oh.
Beep beep. Sorry guys.
It's all good. But yeah, so like I was oh, mio gisa ganse. Have a good day. My stas. That's one of the words I learned is mio gisa ganse. Have a great day. Yeah, so anxiety, I'm not exactly sure. I've only done reading about it and like
Mhm.
the experiences. So like how was it for you? Like what did you experience?
Like I guess it was like when I think it was during like one of my midterm seasons, I guess.
hmm
Like I guess because I take a lot of like classes that involve midterms and homeworks and finals and a lot of tests.
Yeah.
So I think it was during my winter quarter. I had like four. I was taking four classes that all had midterms, and they're all like the same week or two back-to-back weeks,
Dang.
and that was just really stressful. And then like I was kind of like falling behind a bit, and also was playing hockey, and then lacrosse was like starting up as well, like actual season. So we're getting more intense than that, and I don't know, just getting pretty overwhelming, I guess. And I just had like a panic attack, I guess you'd
Yeah,
say.
like, was your sleep kind of just like you're losing sleep, like sleep deprived
A little
almost?
bit, yeah, I think so. Like, I guess I was pretty good with like sleep, I guess you'd
Yeah.
say. But I guess like when it comes around like midterm season, it was like it definitely like caught pretty bad, I'd say.
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah, it was like I feel like everyone does experience that though.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it was just me. Like I think everyone at the like where I go to school experiences some type of like stress or like
Yeah.
anxiety, just like classes and like all this other stuff that they're doing. So,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, the first time I don't know, I wasn't really having all of that, you know, but I guess for me, it was mainly like, life pretty
Mhm.
much because like, I just got out of high school and I
Yeah.
was, like, working up or I was taking classes to SIIT up in Meadow Lake, and I think I came home one weekend and I was just stressing about, life, where
Yeah.
am I gonna take this and
Yeah.
everything? So then I was, just did my room and then I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't breathe or anything and like my hands are getting shaky and everything and I
Yeah.
just needed to almost rip out of my clothes almost, like I just needed to like I don't know, feel free almost. So like if you I know that some people must feel way more anxiety or
Yeah.
else more or less it's just like it's a real thing,
Yeah.
especially like in this nowadays like today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I know that some people that experience anxiety would be what is that issued into an psych ward in like the 60s because
Yeah.
the type of anxiety we have is just totally through the roof where
Yeah.
people would consider that, insanity in the 60s and stuff. So like I don't know, it's like we're living in a new age and everything, so everyone's actually like feeling it.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has some type of stress or anxiety.
Mhm.
And like you were talking about earlier, like I think everyone or like our age, I guess you'd say, are having that experience of like not knowing on what to do.
Yeah.
Like I know I have like kind of thought
Yeah.
like I like always had an idea of what I wanted to do, but like it was never been set.
Yeah.
And I have had that experience of like no idea what I wanted to do with my life and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like I feel like people our age, just finishing high school and stuff like that are also feeling the same thing. And I feel like that's totally fine. Like
Yeah.
everyone does feel that the same way. So like it doesn't matter if you don't know what you want to do or like, and stuff like that. So like 'cause everyone does feel that way.
Yeah, and like it's a fast-paced world, like
Yeah.
everything is just moving and moving. And I feel like that was one of the things that I was experiencing is like if like am I going to get left behind? Am I not
Hmm.
going to be able to have enough time to do what I want to do? Because
Yeah.
like we were told when we were younger, get out of the res, go travel
Yeah.
and like go do all of this stuff. And now that I'm getting older, I feel like, am I losing that
Yeah.
chance to really do all of this stuff?
Hmm.
And you're not losing that chance,
Exactly.
you can do it.
Yeah.
So
Everyone
like,
everyone takes at their own pace. That's something I've really learned, like going to school in the States and stuff like that with
mhm,
like such smart people.
yeah.
And like I was like always, I guess, an imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
actually.
I feel like that's a really big thing at Stanford. I think everyone experiences that. Like you
Yeah.
feel like you're not good enough. Like you go to such a good school. And I talked to a lot of my friends who also experience it. Like you'd feel like you don't belong there.
Yeah, so, can you kinda, like, elaborate, like, kind of, like, if the people out there that didn't really know what, imposter syndrome
Yeah.
is, like, what exactly is that for the people that don't know?
Yeah, like imposter syndrome, I guess, would be like, I guess like you don't feel like you belong.
Yeah,
Like if you see all these other people that like are, I guess, better than you, I guess you'd
okay,
say, in your mind, you think people would be better than you and like you're behind, like you're falling behind,
okay,
and that you're in this space where you feel like an imposter when, and stuff like that. Like you don't feel like you belong,
mhm.
pretty much. So
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, I totally thought a different imposter syndrome
yeah.
type of thing because I thought it was, like, more, egotistic
Hmm.
for me, like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess we have like a different
Yeah.
definition for that because like I don't know, I really enjoy that because like at times I do feel like, especially being in high school, I kind of like had that experience where
Yeah.
I didn't know who the hell I was really. I was just really trying to just trying to figure myself out,
Mhm.
and being around the people that actually do feel like they have, I guess, an idea of who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like being around basketball people, I didn't really know if I was good enough or not, and like I'd try and at least practice
Yeah.
hard enough to at least be put on the A team, which I only got put on the B team, but which is really good. But I felt like, like I just surrounding myself with people that I wanted to be
Mhm.
around with. So yeah, that's something I really, I learned from you, because like imposter syndrome, I like your definition because that's exactly what I feel like is true.
Mhm.
hmm So I'm not exactly sure if I actually felt that in like me being like trying to be an actor and everything, I
Yeah.
guess. I guess that's sort of what it was. I
Mhm.
wanted to be a writer and everything, and no one really was like that around
Yeah.
me. So I was just trying to mold myself into like an athletic type of
Yeah.
person. So I am kind of athletic, but I'm more a creator, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like, I guess that's something, like, it changes.
Yeah.
Like, I guess when I go into school, I've always done hockey,
Mhm.
and over there, hockey is not big whatsoever.
Oh, really?
So, like, I felt that, like, I gotta do something else to, like,
And
try
that's
try fit in over there.
Yeah, that's down in the Stanford or San
Yeah.
Francisco
Yeah,
area?
San Francisco, like, everyone is, like, my roommates, all my friends, they're all really into soccer.
Yeah,
Like, I remember, like, the first week, I was, like, just playing soccer with them, like, I had, like, never really played like, soccer with them,
yeah,
um, which was, like, really interesting because I know, like, I have played soccer here and, like, there is some soccer players around here and stuff like that, but, like, I guess it just doesn't compare
yeah.
to down there. Like, they're just, like, really, really into it and stuff like that, like, and so many people, like, for the club team, they had, like, 200 people try out for the club team and only, like, 4 freshmen made it. So and one
Really?
of them was my roommate, so props to him, but
Yeah.
but yeah, like, it's, like, really big down there. I guess you could switch it for, like, hockey up here in Canada compared to, like, that down there,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, most definitely. Cause like, now that you're explaining I never thought of that, like, I thought, San Francisco, they don't have a hockey team, do they? Like,
no,
NHL?
they have a San Jose is, like, nearby San
Oh,
Francisco,
really?
so, like, I guess they have the one there, but
Oh, nice. And they're, like you said, a big, I guess, soccer team, so that's
yeah.
all they're all are they Oh, man, I can't even English right now. But yeah, that's pretty interesting how like you're talking about that, like how you don't feel like they're not really that into hockey over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, self-doubt. Have you ever had any self-doubt when you're down there? Like, did you ever feel like you wouldn't make it?
Mhm.
Like, do you still feel that way? Oh, I'm not sure. Sorry, we had someone come in.
Uh, yeah, I think everyone experiences self-doubt, but I guess
Mhm.
I did have some self-doubt,
Yeah.
like, because I remember my first quarter, I had taken, like, my first, I guess, math class. Like, I had taken calculus in high school, but it
Yeah.
was, like, the next step up for calculus,
Mhm.
and I remember getting my first midterm grade back, and it was, like, very, very bad compared to what I
Okay.
was used to in high
Yeah.
school and stuff like that. So then I was like, "Wow, can I even, like, handle this and stuff like that? Can
Mhm.
I keep going?" And, it's just, like, all about pushing through. It's like I guess it mostly because I was not used to I guess I did not have the right study habits
Mhm.
that I had made in high school compared to what I need to do well at Stanford.
Yeah.
So I guess I had to learn and change from that, which is I think honest also all about
Yeah.
just growth and learning new things and stuff like that and what fits and what doesn't fit. So
Exactly, not giving up on yourself,
yeah.
because like you will feel like that. Because like I've sort of felt the same way too when I didn't get into university. Because like I was just 1% shy away from meeting the grade point average, which was I think is
hmm
80%, and I had like a 79%,
Yeah.
and I was just 1% shy. So then I just thought like, am I even gonna be able to do what I want? Because
Mhm.
like I don't know, I had all these this ambitions of being I guess a carpenter,
Yeah.
and as soon as I didn't get that, I thought, what's the mess? I don't know what I could do. So what would be better for me to do? So I thought might as well take some courses and everything and try get on SA, like social assistance here in
Yeah.
Onion Lake, and I don't know, they wouldn't allow me to get into a program without being on social assistance or without being on welfare or anything. So
Yeah.
that's what I kind of felt doubt is
Mhm.
like, is am I even going to be able to do the stuff I want to do
Yeah.
without being on welfare? Because like I don't know, I never wanted to be on it, but I guess you have to be on just to benefit from the community.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, that's I'm not sure if that's a self-doubt kind of thing,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's sort of what I felt like is if I'm not going to be able to at least thrive with my friends because I also failed I didn't graduate with my twin. He
Mhm.
was supposed we were supposed to graduate together
Mhm.
and he graduated 2019 and I don't know, I was the only adult I guess in high school in Eagleview and they were there and I just felt real out of place
Mhm.
and I felt really crappy about myself,
Yeah.
because like I thought I'm the only one that failed, and all my whole class there just went on to go do their thing,
Mhm.
and that's sort of what I felt is like how I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my self doubt is when I just started to pick up a book. I just started to try better myself and just
Yeah.
trying to like be the person that I figure I want to be in
Mhm.
10 years because it's just like Matthew McConaughey said,
Yeah.
like you ever see
Yeah, I have seen that. It's like always your hero is yourself in like 5 years and you're
yeah,
always striving to catch yourself, I guess.
yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking of. I try to picture myself in like 10 years and figure out where do I want to be, and that's
Mhm.
exactly what I
Yeah.
try and act like. Try to act like that person that's in 10 years ahead of me. So
Mhm.
then, I can't wait for that. So like, where do you exactly see yourself in like 10 years?
Myself,
Yeah, where do you see yourself in 10
I
years?
hopefully see myself having a good job. Hopefully, like
Mhm.
working at my dream job is to work at SpaceX
Yeah.
or NASA. Which would be like unreal. It'd be super cool to work there. Like something space, I guess, something that I've always found really interesting.
Yeah.
I guess like if I wasn't gonna do physics engineering, I was gonna go into try be um like an astrophysicist.
Really?
So
Dang, really? That's
yeah,
really interesting.
yeah.
Every time he used to tell me that, like, he told me that before, but like every time I hear that, I can see that, man, and that's what I really hope for you, because like I don't know, it's like you're really inspirational
Yeah,
if like even though you don't feel like it, there's some people out there that really look up to you. It could be like your little brother, your little sister, your
yeah.
cousin. Doesn't have to be someone younger than you. It
Mhm,
could also be someone older than you that
mhm.
finds inspiration. So that's really amazing.
Yeah. Great discussion about post-secondary, and Nathan's asking what's the topic today. Nathan, I guess the topic is like, I guess for
Oh,
right
you
now.
wanna see it? Because like
Yeah,
this is what I just basically
yeah.
wrote. We're
Like
just
right now, we started off with some like community development and stuff like that, and what it meant to us. And I guess as we started to lead to mental health and
yeah.
anxiety and all that stuff, and like self betterment and stuff like that. Setbacks. I guess we're kind of on right now.
Yeah, like self-doubt kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think I have a bunch of pinpoints here. So yeah, I wanted to talk about mental health
Mm-hmm.
and as well as like I'm not exactly sure, but for like I wanted to also talk about for forgiveness. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if you've ever like experienced something that like something bad
Mm-hmm.
or like not necessarily bad, but something that you forgive now, because like
Mm-hmm.
I know that okay, I'm starting to fall into that, but yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
was also wanting to talk about like ceremonies, but I don't know much about
Yeah.
ceremonies at all. That's something I'm also learning
Mm-hmm.
about myself is like we're Cree, we're Nehewak, and like I said, I once I moved here, I didn't know that I was Cree. I was just a little brown boy, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And yeah, it's community development. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Men's
Mental
mental
health.
health would be huge. Oh yes,
Yeah. Yeah,
totally.
we can definitely keep talking about that and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
because like my like I was saying, my twin is he has like a lot of anxiety, and I know that Marcus Chief he messaged me yesterday talking about how he wanted to talk about mental health as well,
yeah,
and we'd love to have him on. The most Monday would be
most
free.
likely probably Monday.
Yeah, so like I know that mental health within the community, it's a big thing
Yeah, for
because
sure.
like I don't know, I'd always get intimidated from a bunch of like adults. And
Mhm.
then now that I'm an adult myself, I realize they're just going through stuff, like they're not
Mhm.
really being able to have that outlet to like
Mhm.
express themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like exactly like with me, I guess the way that I express myself is just through writing and
Mhm.
also just um I guess letting the load off my shoulders by playing a bunch of games,
Yeah.
like, just trying to get back to that childhood, that like that little I don't know, that's zen, I guess you can
Yeah.
say, because like
Yeah.
playing games when I was younger is just a bunch of like I didn't have a care in the world,
Mhm.
just had to worry about how many lives I got, if I could beat this big boss here. So I guess that's exactly what it is for like nowadays.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you've ever had the same experience of feeling like intimidation or something.
I guess like you would say like I guess maybe not intimidated,
Yeah.
but I did feel like, well, maybe intimidated is the right thing because like I guess
Mhm.
in high school I was like very shy
Yeah.
and reserved, and I was just really intimidated to like talk to people, I guess,
Yeah.
and I feel like some people do experience that as well, like just being alone, I guess,
Yeah.
having that feeling of being alone, I guess, and
Yeah, and you
like,
put up walls and
yeah,
like you kind of like present yourself like you're not feeling what you're feeling, but
exactly.
exactly
And
it's
everyone does feel like certain ways and stuff like that,
yeah.
and they have different feelings and stuff in their mind that's like going on in their life that they're
Yeah.
struggling with. So everyone's like everyone deals with stuff, and
Exactly.
you're not alone. So
Yeah, like even like if you are in a relationship too, I feel like you don't really have much like you want to express yourself, but you
mhm,
can't really express yourself because like that's exactly what I was feeling when I was in a relationship is like I was dealing with some stuff, but like I'd always like hide behind a smile or also
yeah,
hide behind like a facade that I'm like all right and
hmm,
everything. And like I know that everyone probably feels the same way,
hmm,
and I just want you guys to know, you don't have to feel that way. It's all
yeah,
right. Just open up. Cause like even in high school too, like I'm always going back to high school because that's
yeah,
pretty much where I feel like I found myself is
yeah,
just like leaving high school. And like I'm still on the journey of figuring out who the hell Tyrell Rowan is
yeah,
and like what he's about and everything. So like I'm just really starting to like have my eyes wide open about like everything about my health, about like my spiritual stuff, my emotional, and like I don't know. I have a twin too, so I'm always saying that. I'm always bringing him into that. But yeah, I also would like have like build up walls
yeah,
in high school, and like I'd always have my chin up high, my shoulders back, chest out, and always trying to like put on like a mad dog face almost,
yeah,
or else like a smile. I guess
yeah,
I was known to like always be real smiley, but really I was just like really full of like self-doubt almost,
yeah,
like I didn't know what the hell I am or what the hell am I going to do, like
yeah,
all of that stuff.
yeah. And I feel like in our community we do have like some like options, to
Mhm.
like help with that stuff. Like we have some pretty great programs, like we know wellness
Yeah.
helps out with the
Oh,
mental health and stuff
nice.
like that.
Mhm.
And also like just other programs that generally just help without the mental health. So like if you are struggling like that, there is outlets for you and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah, there was Matthew Fox. He had a boxing program, a
Really?
boxing club. I think they're called the Red Gloves or something like that. And I just joined that. I think around 17 or 16 years old of
Hmm.
age. So like stuff like that I enjoy, like how the community wants better for themselves too, so they put up stuff like that. Like they don't have to be working in like wellness or anything. They
Yeah.
would like to have like like a program, so like that's what I'm really grateful for is like him putting on that boxing program, because like that's where I kind of got into like jump rope and like
Yeah.
trying to get into like footwork and everything, and like that built up my confidence like a
Hmm.
lot, a lot. So that's what I really am thankful for. It's like programs like that, like, oh, I thought Fraser would have, some programs up there. We do have some programs in here. No, we do we? Do we not?
I think so.
We got, like, programs offered, role model recognition program. Oh, hey, are we supposed to be doing the ads and everything? The promotions? Because I forgot my folder.
I think it's all right. We can like mention them a bit, but
Yeah, so like we got here, these are programs offered in a pamphlet here. We got for the
Women in Youth program.
yeah,
Yeah.
women and youth program. So role model recognition program, male land based mentorship program, female land based mentorship program. So like all of that, like the land based um programs, I feel like was really helpful for me too, because like that's what I really am thankful for is for like the elders
Mm.
or like the school taking us to like grade 8 camp.
Yeah.
Have you ever been
I
to
think
that?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, where they take you up north and like teach you about like hunting and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. I went to that.
Oh man, that's also where I kind of got my I guess humor as well,
Hmm.
being like around a bunch of like like-minded natives, cuz like I never hunted before whatsoever until
Really?
like grade 8. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess my first and only kill was a rabbit.
I
I snared.
Yeah, I think I also snared a rabbit when I went up there too.
Yeah. Is that your first time ever catching a rabbit?
Well, catching a rabbit, yeah, but like
Yeah.
I think I think me and my cousins would like because we had like a pretty big gopher problem, so we just
Oh,
have
really?
our BB guns and just try to shoot the gophers. So
Nice. But yes, like stuff like that I'm really thankful for is we're like um being part of stuff like that within the community and the community really giving us like outlets to really be part of it. I thought there was someone messaging in. But yeah, so like fitness programs too, like how they have the dry land fitness.
yeah, with Trista and Ken, yeah,
Yeah, and they are going to be doing that
Monday,
Monday. Yeah.
Wednesday, and Sundays as well. So I think they're hosting. I think they're putting it on at their house
Yeah.
where all their equipment is. So
Oh,
I
really?
think that's up Molson Hill.
Oh,
So
is that what that
yeah, I think
8155 something? Yeah.
something. Yeah,
That's pretty cool how like they will like offer that,
yeah.
because like I'm not sure if the school is open for
Hmm.
the public to go and go like run the track and everything, go play
Yeah,
basketball or volleyball or even go to the weight room.
yeah.
So that's amazing how like
The-
Trista and them are doing that.
Yeah, and I also know Rec, like Tyrese Whitstone.
Yeah.
He's also putting on some hit workouts and like stuff like that at the arena here.
Oh,
I
really?
think they're doing it like the opposite as Tristan them. I think they're like
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, I think.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I think there is like some type of like activity or just a way to stay active, I
Yeah.
guess, like every day in
Yeah,
the community. So
that's amazing how they're doing that, because like I'd love to do it, like go to do that like with a group, because
mhm,
like it'd be me and my brother that would be working out together, and we're totally on a different time schedule now, so
yeah,
like I feel like I don't have anyone, so
yeah,
like I'd love to go join some of those.
yeah,
Yeah, and then it says here equine program, horses.
yeah,
That's another thing I was also really thankful for is Onion Lake bringing in Jamie Laboucaine in like 2016 for a outriding program. Oh,
really,
yeah, an outriding clinic. That's what they called it. And that's when I actually got on to like be with like Jamie Laboucaine to be working with him. And
hmm,
that's another thing I'm thankful for is like him to like give me all that confidence, because he was pretty much like a big brother to me and like second family, the Laboucaines.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's amazing how they're gonna be adding that, because I know that there's some riders or some drivers here from Onion
yeah,
Lake, some chariot drivers and like Indian relay. I know
yeah,
that the Emery Burning Grass has his Indian relay, so that's amazing how he's just like offering
mhm,
people to come over and just work with him, and he's still looking for all of that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I really enjoy. Sorry. Let's see it here. There's another one here. So like an annual youth treaty gathering.
Yeah, actually, which is going to be happening in I think 2 weeks now,
Yeah,
August
August.
6th to 8th. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think there is still time to sign up for that as well.
Hmm.
It will be happening at Harlan Camp.
Yeah.
From
Did I just hear a knock?
I don't know.
Beat the way.
Nope, guess not.
Oh, never mind.
But yeah, there is still time to sign up for the youth tree gathering, and you can find like all the info on the OLCN Seventh Generation Podcast Facebook page and all that stuff.
Yeah, and also you can find more stuff on TikTok and Instagram. Is he waiting for us something? Should
I
I
don't
have
know.
made a face? I don't know.
I think he knocked on. I think he might have knocked on the door. So I guess I don't know if you were.
I don't know. I'm probably looking for Fraser.
Yeah.
So here, trying to get stuff off the whiteboard there because, like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to talk about, but
Mhm.
there's just I don't know exactly which is great right now.
Yeah. Honestly, and if like anyone in the watching right now wants us to talk about anything, definitely put it down in the comments, and we can definitely discuss about it. Like Nathan already asked about like men's mental health would be huge. We
Mhm.
did talk about that for a bit there. So if anything else you guys want to hear us discuss, definitely put it in the comments.
Yeah, and like I said, I'd love to bring on Marcus Chief because he reached out to us. So
Mhm.
if you guys want to reach out and like be a guest on here and like talk about your experience and like everyone is their own person, has their own story and has their own experiences. So we'd love for you guys to come on and join us
Yeah, for sure.
for a discussion for whatever reason. We love to make a connection. That's pretty much what I'm here for, is like trying to make a connection because I know that that's what I'd love to try do too. Cause like yesterday we were talking about how I'm really introvert and trying to
Mhm.
be more extrovert.
Yeah.
So making connections is what I guess life is about,
Mhm.
because like without connections, I feel like we wouldn't be where we are
Mhm.
without like really experiencing life together. And like
Mhm.
we all are in the same life.
Yeah.
Oh, someone knock
I
again?
think someone did knock again.
Pete the way. Come on in.
Nope.
No.
Just not.
I would just sing that whole song. Brian McDonald. If you're watching, Brian, you're my favorite.
Uh, Shane asked, discuss adapting to uni as a res school student.
Oh, hey, yeah. Like I never experienced that, so like that's something I could learn from you. Because like the only experiences that I have is just with my brother going to Lakeland.
Mhm.
So like, how was that exactly for you? Have you being from the bush going to the city?
Yeah. I guess like it wasn't that people would always ask me if I experienced like a culture shock
Yeah.
going to school there, which at first I didn't really think I did because like I feel like I was pretty well adapted just
Hmm.
to going to school in Lloyd, like meeting all those people in Lloyd and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But after being in school
Hmm.
for a bit, I did seem to find like there was a bit of a kind of a culture shock.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, like hockey and stuff like that, which I always mention, but like also just generally like like experiencing what everyone else experiences compared to like what I experience here in the res
Yeah.
and in Lloyd. Like I know my friends Jonas and my roommate Jacob, they go to school in the Bay Area, and talking to them, I honestly see the differences in like our schooling,
Yeah.
like when what they like are offered, I
Yeah.
guess, and like what we're offered.
Are you the only native in your friend group there?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, really? How is that exactly? Like, is it easy to connect still?
Yeah, because I feel like we're all pretty diverse.
Yeah.
Like my roommate Jacob, he's a white, I guess he's Jewish,
Hmm.
and then my friend Jonas, he's Korean,
Hmm.
and my other friend Kevin and Connor, they're both Kevin's Chinese and Connor's Korean. So like I
Yeah.
guess like we're kind of diverse like that. So
Okay.
I guess there's no really. I guess we're all culturally different.
Yeah.
So
So,
like I
like,
guess that helps a lot.
yeah, you're not alone there with
Yeah.
like being the only
And I think
native.
that's one thing that really helped with like the culture shock.
Hmm.
Like since Stanford is such a big school and we accept a lot of international students,
Yeah.
there's just like so many different cultures and like so many different people to meet
Yeah.
that it helps with like not being left out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just like thinking when you were saying that. Cause like the only, like I said, the experience that I have for university was like my brother going to Lakeland, and
Mhm.
I'd go there, and whenever he'd be on campus, I'd bring him some food, like
Yeah.
Tim Hortons or something, and like he'd ask for that. So seeing all of the faces there, and like, well, I guess it was amazing how
Mhm.
like like how many opportunities to get like when you're on university,
Yeah.
just to like meet new people from different backgrounds and
Mhm.
different ethnicities. I know that when I went to university campus tour in the hell was that? U of U of A, I think
Mhm.
it is, in Edmonton, or was that Calgary?
U of A, yeah, it's in Edmonton.
Yeah, so when I went there, it was very amazing to see all these people and all these programs being offered
Yeah.
and I guess my first introduction to science was like going to like one of these seminars and this guy putting like chemicals together and like
Mhm.
all of that goo going all over his table, and he allowed that. So that was amazing. And like seeing all of the I got mistaken for Asian. So that's something I'm always like getting mistaken for
Yeah.
is mostly Filipino, you
Yeah.
know. We had a Filipino math teacher, and she brought her boys over from the Philippines,
Mhm.
and we had her older son, Rachel. He has the same hair as
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
So one of the TAs would always mistake me for him. So they'd always call me like Tyrell. What the heck's her last name again? Miss something. Dang. Yeah. I'm just totally butchering her last name because like she is amazing. She was a fantastic woman, Filipino. But have you ever got mistaken for a different race while you
Yeah,
were
I
at?
was just gonna mention that, like, I guess, I was always mistaken for Mexican.
Really?
Yeah. I remember this one time I would go to Target and, I was talking to one of the workers and she was Mexican, and
Yeah.
then I was, like, asking her for stuff and she started trying to speak Spanish to me,
Oh,
and I
really?
was like, "I don't understand," and stuff like that, so
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever gotten Mexican. That's something I would love to be mistaken for other than Filipino, you know? So that's pretty funny.
but yeah. And then I guess, um, I wanna talk about, like, how also, like, I guess leading to Shane's question,
Yeah.
discuss adapting to university.
Mhm.
I would honestly like I love going to school in the States,
Mhm.
and I honestly would really recommend it to everyone.
Yeah.
Just because like it's I guess not easy. Well,
Mhm.
it's like pros and cons,
Yeah, it's a
but
challenge.
but I feel like the opportunities there are great. Like
Yeah.
I feel like here in the like in Canada, U of S and U of
Mhm.
a lot of people struggle like financially with
Yes.
trying to go to school and stuff like that, and it's really hard for them. And I feel like that's why people, I guess, opt out.
Yeah.
But, like, going to school in the States, I have never really experienced that. Like, cause like, it's really easy to get scholarships, I
Yeah.
think, and to get full rides and, like, get majority of it paid for.
Mhm.
And, with other, like, help in the community and stuff like that and all these other scholarships, I feel like it makes it a lot easier. I
Yeah.
feel like, financial aid and all that stuff is much better in the US compared to Canada. So,
Yeah. That's amazing how you say that because like that's exactly what I'm sure everyone is experiencing, especially being in Canada, you know.
yeah,
I'm
like
always seeing
yeah, I'm always hearing people like going to U of S
yeah.
and U of A and how they're really struggling to like, to, pay rent
Yeah,
and
be
like
able to
live
pay
on
rent.
campus and like buy food and all that stuff like that,
Mhm.
which, it's hard. The
Yeah.
university does really like it really is it's stressful and all that stuff. And I feel like having all that financial burden, I guess, doesn't
Yeah.
help it as well. And I feel like that's why it's so hard for like I guess native people to like try get out of the red, try go to school and like, just try make it better, like try make it out, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really recommend trying to go to school in the States because like it's just so amazing to with all the financial aid stuff. To Shane again, definitely a lot of First Nation students have no clue how much monies are out there and waiting to be given away to First Nation students. Exactly.
Mhm.
Like also again, going to school in the States, I just got my green card
Oh, really?
this year. So like I guess I'm a permanent resident now
Nice.
in the US and it was very easy.
Yeah.
Being like First Nation and Native,
Yeah.
it's so easy. Like all I have to do was show documents
Mhm.
like I guess I can run it down for you guys.
Yeah, please do.
I would go to like I guess the like immigration service office.
Yeah.
Um, I would just show like that I'm like fully. I guess they use blood. I guess as their
Yeah.
proof of native. I guess but I just had like kind of like a family tree kind of thing
Mhm.
from INAC.
Oh, really?
So I would show them that, my treaty card and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
and then they would like process it. I do an interview and stuff like that. It was pretty much that easy.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, they just really need to, like, know that you're native and
Yeah.
then just give them
Yeah.
proof?
And like, I guess me and my parents did struggle a bit because when we were trying to get my social security number,
Yeah.
it's really hard to do it down in California,
Mhm.
especially by like San Francisco and all that stuff, because there a lot of the like immigration officers and stuff like that aren't familiar with like
Okay.
what we were trying to do and show, because like
Yeah.
they thought I needed like to show proof of visa and all that stuff like that, but you don't.
Yeah.
So I recommend going to more northern states like Montana, North Dakota, and all that stuff, like where I guess more native people
Mhm.
would be located, and they're really helpful. Like the first time I went to the Montana immigration office, he like right away gave me my social security number. So like, yeah, and it is really easy to get it after that once you figure out where you need to go and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what, like, the type of stuff I was also, could learn from you is
mhm.
like that. Like, I didn't know that, it'd be that
Yeah,
easy.
it is very easy.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, it's totally different from, like, I don't know. So, it'd be much more easier,
Hmm.
I guess. So, yeah, like, definitely a lot of First Nation students have no clue of how much money are out there because, like, you just gotta look, and I
Yeah,
know that exactly, like, there's a bunch of, programs in BC or else even in Toronto.
yeah,
I know that there's some schools. I don't know, this is all in Canada, so I'm
yeah.
sure the financial is gonna be much more still
Hmm.
inflated and
Yeah.
everything. So, like, is it totally different from being, I guess, uh your experiences here with finance different from over there? Like,
Yeah, like, I guess because like, if I wasn't going to go to school in the States, I
yeah.
was gonna go to school at, like, U of S
Mhm,
or UBC.
mhm,
So and then, like, when I was looking at the, like, I guess, finances and, like, the money side of it,
mhm,
there was a difference, like, a very big difference, like, because I know we get funding to go to school as Native people,
mhm.
and usually you use that to pay for school, like, I think you get 7 grand
Yeah,
for the whole year.
were you able to take that funding and just put it to Stanford?
Yeah, I am, but, like, I since, like, most of it's paid for, I
Yeah.
just get it, like, directly to me,
Really?
so and pay, like, whatever needs to be paid
Yeah.
to school and stuff like that, so, like
So,
mhm.
like, the treaty I know that I'm not sure if, but if, like, the treaties, like, your whole, I guess, experience or your whole, I guess, schooling is paid for? Is that from under, like, Treaty 6 and everything, or what is that?
My whole like, schooling is paid for from Stanford, like, the
Oh,
whole scholarship is from, like, the school itself
yeah.
and stuff like that. I also get some funding from, like, the US government because of being Native, which is another thing that I
Mhm.
found out in this whole process of applying to schools in the States, is that technically we're US citizens, so
Really?
you can apply for aid
Yeah.
to be a US citizen, which is just more money, more
Really?
money for Native people and stuff like
Nice.
that. So,
So, yeah, that's really interesting. I did not know that.
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, now that you say that, we were kinda like, uh nomadic people. So,
Mhm.
like, I'm pretty sure if that's not what they're recognizing, or if
Mhm.
that is what they're recognizing, and the reason why it's easy for natives to do that.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I did not know that,
Yeah.
because, like, maybe I would like to try and, like, get my green card and stuff because, like, I
Yeah.
still have ambitions of going to, like,
Yeah.
academies down there
Mhm.
and everything.
But yeah, like another thing that I wanted to mention was like I didn't just learn this all by myself.
Yeah.
Like I had to go through the process of finding people. Like I know this one lady, she goes to Stanford. She's actually from Red Pheasant.
Okay.
I think she's going for her PhD, which is really cool. And like,
Yeah.
shout out to all the really smart natives out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
she really helped me. She talked about like getting my green card and like that would be the easier process compared to what me and my parents were trying to do.
Yeah.
So just talking to her and it was really helpful. And we also have like a native center
Mhm.
on campus, which is also again super helpful. They help me with my social security number and my green card and stuff like that
Really?
and my financial aid. It was super helpful. And I feel like not many people native people know that. They're
Yeah.
just like there's a lot of things that you can look out for to like help you learn on what
Mhm.
you want to know and stuff like that. Like you're not alone. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are struggling to like figure out, I guess.
Mhm.
Like you don't have to do it alone. Like you definitely can reach out to people that have done the process and
Yes.
know what they're talking about. So
Yeah, it's actually it's um like you said, just reaching out and actually asking questions, and even if they don't feel like they're really not relevant or something, you
yeah,
just gotta ask questions, and everyone would love to help you, especially being a native. I know that natives would love to help natives and
yeah,
everything. So that's amazing that you're doing that. So if you're thinking of going to school, consider US too, like
yeah.
there's not only just Canada or Alberta
And
or
Saskatchewan.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
like you can be ambitious. Like I know like I guess that's another thing that I really enjoyed.
mhm,
I guess the perk of going to school in the States was that
yeah,
like in the back of my mind, I guess you said like I guess like I'm kind of an inspiration,
yeah,
which I really enjoy. Like
yeah,
I think I can really help all the kids in our community,
mhm,
not just in our community, but like all the native kids in like the surrounding areas and stuff like
yes,
that really help, understand the process of going to school in the States.
yeah,
And like
exactly.
so
Yeah, helping other people, the process. That's exactly like what you are doing to me. I didn't know exactly how to go about that because in elementary, I always I enjoy Spider-Man. So
Mhm.
him being in New York, I
Yeah.
thought I always wanted to go to NYU and everything for that.
Yeah.
And I just thought it would be impossible just being a native in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's amazing that you're talking about that. Be ambitious, be
Yeah.
ambitious, everyone. You can go anywhere. So that's amazing. So even hearing about even just you going to trips down there and like it's just a visit, That's
Yeah.
amazing how that's you could just do that. You took his
Oh,
famous
yeah.
Stanford pick. Oh, you have a famous Stanford pick?
I guess so, because I remember, last year me and Vex, I guess his
Yeah.
name is, but his real name's Torrin Littlewolf.
Mhm.
We went golfing one time, and my mom wanted a picture of me, and I had
Yeah.
my Stanford, crew neck on.
Oh, really?
So he took a picture of me on the golf course, and like, got, like, 1,500 likes and shares, so
Nice.
something like that, so
Really?
yeah.
Nice way to represent and you get that. I like that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so do you like I'm not sure. I was gonna say, do you have a following or something? Or what exactly?
No, I don't really have a following, I guess. I guess people just know of me, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that big, I guess, on social media.
Yeah, but you are making your name for yourself in the community.
Yeah.
So that's just by doing what you're doing, doing going with your passions and everything. That's
Mhm.
amazing how even just doing what you love can also really affect other people around you that
Yeah.
will inspire them because that's what I kind of see
Yeah.
from coming from you exactly you're inspiring me to get a green card, man. So that's amazing. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing all of your stuff here because like I said, we could I'm learning a lot, you learn something every day
Yeah.
and you're teaching me about this stuff, which is amazing.
But yeah, honestly, like that's another thing. Like I was really like academic focused.
Yeah.
And I know not everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone is like really into sports and like
Mhm.
their passions. Like I know you're really into acting.
Yeah.
And I really think that being more academic focused
Mhm.
can really help you do more of your passion, I guess.
Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
when I got into Stanford, I was like done to give up hockey,
Oh,
but
really?
like I found out there's still hockey there,
Yeah.
and I feel like even if you do apply to like just go to school,
Mhm.
you will find your passion is still of like you can still do it, like
Yeah.
wherever. Like I know on our campus we have a lot of like theater and like drama stuff
Yeah.
and like and all that stuff like that. And like it's not even just that. If you want to do sports, you can I'm pretty sure at most universities there are sports, so you can
Yeah.
definitely can keep playing whatever you want and stuff like that. So like I feel like it's just a lot easier to like instead of focusing on trying to make it in the sport,
Yeah.
to more focus on I guess the academics,
Yeah.
because then you could still do what you love and whatever that is while doing while going to school as well. So
Yeah, like while going to school, I feel like you could also be like more articulate with
Mhm.
yourself and like exactly know like I guess the fundamentals of everything,
Mhm.
because like I feel like once you learn like educational wise, you can't help others unless you help yourself.
Mhm.
And like just building all of this knowledge, and like we're a bunch of sponges still, you know, like we still absorb
Or
new stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, so like that's amazing that you say that, like because like wanting to better yourself, or like wanting to like gain more knowledge about everything within the world, you will also help the next generation
Mhm.
to like I guess further themselves. And like I feel like that's also what you're doing too, is like furthering younger kids to get into like SpaceX and like
Yeah.
hopefully one day come up with the next cyber truck, you know?
Yes.
So like that's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And I just think that's like really cool.
Mhm.
Like native people can really do anything, honestly, what I
Mhm.
think. So
Yeah, and like it doesn't only have to be like engineering or else acting. It could also be like you said, like the woman that you were talking to is getting a PhD. There are a
mhm.
bunch of natives out there becoming doctors and
Yeah.
everything. Not only that, like psychiatrists.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang, I can't even English. See, that's something that I need to build on is my grammar and everything. So
Yeah, like that's another thing, but like I know most kids that are like they're just told to go to school and like
yeah,
they're not told what, I guess. But I guess it's like good, I guess,
yeah,
because like you want to find out what you want to do. And I guess a lot of people are told like engineering
yeah.
or a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
but there is more stuff like compared to like those two different things. You know, you can go into law even if you wanted
Yeah.
to, or again, like you said, like psychiatry,
Mm-hmm.
psychology, and all that stuff. There's literature,
Mhm.
like there's a ton of different like options for you. You don't have
Yeah.
to do engineering and medicine.
Yeah, have you ever been told to, like, get out of the res? Have you ever been told that while going to school? Because like, I'm not ex like, for me, when I was going to school, I was like you said, just go to school and just try and graduate,
Hmm.
and then where do we go from there? You
Yeah.
know, like, I didn't know where exactly to go from there. So, have you ever been told that?
I guess I was like never really. I don't think I was ever told, honestly.
Yeah.
But I always knew I wanted to go to leave.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to like probably since grade 8 or 9. I always knew I wanted to go to school in the States
Mhm.
and just try to figure out how to do that and stuff like that. So it was like a pretty long and tedious process to
Yeah.
figure out how to do that and stuff. So
So, did you already figure out, like, what you wanted to do and like what school you wanted to go to, like before you went to high school, or when did that exactly accumulate?
I guess I really at for the first school I wanted to go to was Yale
Yeah.
for their hockey team and their lacrosse team. But after like just like doing a lot of research on schools and stuff like that,
Yeah.
um, Yale was not the particular school I wanted to go to. I wanted
Yeah.
to go more of an engineering school like Stanford and
Hmm.
MIT and Michigan, like Ann Arbor.
Really?
So
Did
yeah,
you apply to all of them?
I applied to Stanford, MIT, Harvard, Syracuse, and Michigan.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. All those Ivy League schools, you know, it's big ambitions. I love it. You know, so when you're doing that, like, so when you figured it out, so what was like the process of trying to like get into the schools?
Yeah, I feel like that is a lot more complicated.
Yeah. How
Um,
so?
like you have to do a bunch of different things, like write essays with a lot of essays.
Really?
Um, you have to do like yeah, you get recommendation letters from teachers. You have to figure out your extracurriculars.
Hmm.
Like just a bunch of different things. Like even some universities might ask you to do like a online interview, which is what I did for Stanford.
Yeah.
So like there's like it's a pretty long process. The longest part is definitely writing all the essays because you have to write a lot of essays.
Mhm, and
So
you're going there this fall, right?
yeah,
So what time when are you leaving then? Like, right after you're done this, summer program?
yeah, I think I'm leaving like beginning or yeah, I think like beginning of September.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's so cool you're doing that, you know? Because like I said, you're just really inspiring me to like really like go for it, you know? Reach
Yeah.
for the stars, man.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wow, we're at an hour already.
Oh dang. All
Yeah, that
right.
flew
So
by. I guess we'll be closing out here. Thank you for everyone that watched, and thank you for Nathan and Deshane for all the topics they give us to talk about. We really enjoyed it, and if um, again, like if you want us to talk about anything, definitely send a comment in,
yeah.
and if you please share this. We like really enjoy talking about stuff like this, so we want to get more people involved in
Mhm.
seeing this. So if you want to, please share this to anyone you know.
Yeah, and I feel like we should also. I would love to have a lot more people on, just
Yeah.
like how Marcus Chief reached out to us to talk about mental health. So if you guys want to reach out and be a guest, talk about any topic that you'd love to be talking about, passions or else experience that you think will benefit the community as well as the native community.
Mhm.
Because like we help each other, you know,
Yeah.
because we're one unit. You know? So, yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you everyone for watching, and we're gonna sign off
Yep.
now.
Moist days.